Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side, my greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. This quote means that it is more important to be on the side of what is right, even if it means going against popular opinion or authority. It is a reminder that we should always strive to do what is right, regardless of the consequences. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. This quote means that it is important to take the time to prepare and plan before you start a task. If you don't take the time to sharpen your axe, you will not be able to chop down the tree as quickly or easily. This can be applied to any task, big or small. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. This quote means that we cannot avoid the consequences of our actions by putting them off until later. If we do something wrong today, we will still have to deal with the consequences tomorrow, even if we try to ignore them. This is a reminder that we should always take responsibility for our actions. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. This quote means that it is impossible to lie to everyone all the time. Eventually, the truth will come out. This is a reminder that we should always be truthful, even if it is difficult. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. This quote means that our happiness is largely up to us. We can choose to be happy, even if we are facing challenges. This is a reminder that we should not let our circumstances control our happiness. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. This quote means that Lincoln's mother had a profound influence on his life. She taught him the importance of hard work, honesty, and compassion. This is a reminder that our parents play a vital role in shaping who we are. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. This quote means that it is difficult to keep track of all the lies you tell. Eventually, you will slip up and someone will catch you in a lie. This is a reminder that it is better to be honest, even if it is difficult. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. This quote means that we should not call something by a different name just because it suits us. A dog has 4 legs, whether or not we call his tail a leg. This is a reminder that we should be honest and accurate in our language. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. This quote means that we should not judge people based on first impressions. We should get to know them better before we make up our minds about them. This is a reminder that we should be open-minded and willing to learn about others. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. This quote means that the way we educate our children will have a profound impact on the kind of society we have in the future. This is a reminder that we should take education seriously and make sure that our children are getting the best education possible. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. This quote means that Lincoln was a determined and persistent person. He was not afraid to take risks and he never gave up on his goals. This is a reminder that we should never give up on our dreams, no matter how difficult they may seem. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. This quote means that our own determination is the key to success. If we are determined to succeed, we will find a way to make it happen. This is a reminder that we should never give up on our dreams, no matter how difficult they may seem. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. This quote means that our character is what we are truly made of, while our reputation is what others think of us. It is important to focus on building our character, even if it means making sacrifices in the short term. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. This quote means that we should always be prepared for opportunities. If we are prepared, we will be more likely to succeed when our chance comes. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. This quote means that the people are the ultimate authority in a democracy. We have the power to hold our elected officials accountable if they do not uphold the Constitution. When I do good I feel good, when I do bad I feel bad, and that's my religion. This quote means that Lincoln's conscience was his guide. He believed that doing good was its own reward, and that doing bad would make him feel guilty. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. This quote means that we should not be discouraged if we are not recognized for our accomplishments. Instead, we should focus on being worthy of recognition by doing good work and making a difference in the world. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. This quote means that everyone has flaws. However, people who are honest about their flaws and work to overcome them are often the ones who have the strongest virtues. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. This quote means that we should make sure we are doing the right thing before we take action. Once we have decided on a course of action, we should be prepared to stand by it, even in the face of opposition. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. This quote means that democracy is based on the principle of majority rule. If we want to make a difference in the world, we should use our votes to elect leaders who will represent our interests. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. This quote means that it is more important to learn from our failures and move on than to dwell on them. If we are content with our failures, we will never grow or improve. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. This quote means that we should be proud of our community and do our part to make it a better place. We should also live our lives in a way that makes our community proud of us. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? This quote means that the best way to deal with our enemies is to befriend them. This can be difficult, but it is often the most effective way to resolve conflict. I remember my mother's prayers and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. This quote means that Lincoln's mother had a profound influence on his life. Her prayers and teachings stayed with him throughout his life and helped him to become the man he was. Labor is prior to, and independent of, capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor, and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital, and deserves much the higher consideration. This quote means that labor is the foundation of all wealth and prosperity. Capital is simply a tool that is used to organize and manage labor. Labor is therefore more important than capital and deserves more respect.